Ever wondered why some of us can get really frustrated very easily due to certain circumstances? What's the reason? What are the signs, or what is that one line in your palm which speaks about these frustration, anxiety, aggression in your life? I'm going to make it very easy in this video with simple signs which you can read your palm and understand whether you have those frustration or aggression lines in your palm or not, and how to do the anger management. What are the ways by which you can improve this personality of yours? This video is going to be very significant in your life. If you feel that you see a lot of mood swings in your life, you see a lot of changes in terms of your anger, aggression and frustration, because sometimes we get pissed off so easily, so quickly, but at the other moment we get really pacify our aggression. All these things are related to the planet Mars, Mangal in Vedic astrology and palmistry. So here we are discussing the mount of Mars on this channel for the very first time. After a lot of comments from your end about various, we have discussed so many mounts in my previous videos. So this video is the very first video covering the mount of Mars. Mars is the planet which is the reason of war in this world. We see so many wars happening in many countries. What's that? That's Mars. That's Rahu. These are the planets which are causing conflicts between economies, conflicts between personalities in our relationships. So we need to decode this thing from the palm, from your palmistry, and let's see how can you really improve your life with all these things. If you're new to the channel, please do one thing: hit this like button, because a small gesture of yours, like hitting the like button or subscribing it, make sure that the hard work which we put in the videos is being fulfilled and goes in the right direction, please. Thank you so much, friends. Alright, so as you can see on the screen, the mount of Mars in this palm is located right below the thumb area over here. Now don't get confused with the mount of Venus. The mount of Venus is exactly below the mount of Mars over here. So the mount of Venus is right here, and above it the mount of Mars. Now the interesting thing is we have two mounts of Mars in palmistry. One is the upper Mars, which is right below the headline over here, and a lower Mars, which is right over here in this area of the palm. Now one of the worst sign to have in a palm is, I won't say worst sign, but a trouble giving sign or a troublesome line in the palm is, as you can see, is this line which goes right below the thumb like an arrow. So that's the lower Mars. What do we mean by lower Mars? When the Mars has that lower energies deposited in the palm, it generates revengeful personality. And we see which are the three zodiac signs in astrology which are revengeful. Of course, Scorpio, Capricorn, and the very third sign which is, which can be like very revengeful is none other than Aries. So the Scorpio, right? Mars energy, Aries, Mars energy, that creates that kind of an revengeful, but at the same time aggression also. So if you have this line in the palm, it is an indication of a lower Mars. It is an indication that you can be short-tempered, you can get frustrated very easily, and at the next moment you can be calm. So split personality kind of aggression versus a calmer personality is this is like the very important indication. Yes, you can improve this. You can try to decrease the bad effects of lower Mars, and watch this video till the end because there are some positive things also. I started with a negative note, but there are positive things. Do watch this video. So what happens with this Mars is that certainly we get like short-tempered over here with this line, and you see the lower Mars, the mount is low. If you put your hand like this, you know, straight, and or if you join the thumb, and if there is no line of lower mount of Mars, then you are all good. Then you are all good. Now there is a very famous concept in Vedic astrology called as manglik. You know, you might have heard about manglik. Comment below and let me know if you have heard about manglik or non-manglik concept. Very famous in Asia. So what happens is that, you know, you can read whether you are a manglik or not from your palm. So you see this sign of this person on this hand. This is a clear case, clear indication of being a manglik. If you have like a line over here touching the lifeline. Now this is a lifeline, right? You know, this is a lifeline, and this line coming in from the lower Mars, and as you can see, this line touches the lifeline, indicates you are a manglik. Manglik means there are certain, you know, definitions to manglik. You can watch this video which I have posted about what is manglik and definitions. But manglik can lead into like bad anger, aggression, and also delays in certain things in life. But in the birth chart, manglik is an indication, like for example, if you have your birth chart, all right, and let me draw this Vedic style of the birth chart. In your birth chart, your Mars at the time of your birth would be placed in the house number 1, 4, or 7 or 8 or 12th. Any of these 5 houses, if your Mars is either placed in the 1st house or 8th house or 7th house or 12th house, then it's an indication that you are a manglik. It's like a V. It's like a, you know, the lesser the sign, this kind of an arrow sign to understand if you are following the birth chart. So it's so easy, like if you have this line over here in the palm, is an indication that your Mars would be in either of these houses. Likewise, we have for all the mounts, for all the planets, we can, just looking at the birth, just looking at the palm, there are certain experts who can make your birth chart too. And there are certain books on that too. So let's understand some more things about, some positive things about Mars, the mount of Mars. Now the upper mount of Mars, which is right below this area, if you have this line over here, like a 1 line, comment below and let me know if you have like 1 line, 2 line, what does that indicate? 1 line or 2 line indicates a good, you are going to be very successful in real estate as an investing. You are going to have houses. You will definitely build multiple houses in this life. Some people ask, will I buy my house, my dream house? Of course. Let's check the upper Mars. 1 line, 1 house, 2 line, 2 houses, multiple lines, multiple houses, lots of investments happening over there in the real estate. So this is where you can find whether you will be successful in your real estate investment, you will buy your dream house or not. Now, house versus luxurious house, these are two different. Like you can buy like a small condo or 1 BHK flat versus you can buy like a 3-bedroom condo or a flat, but in a very luxurious apartment or in like a big city, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, New York, Manhattan, Toronto, you know, name it, like big city, Mumbai. So where exactly are you buying it? Are you buying it like in a county or in the main downtown of any, it all depends upon the Venus also. So you need like upper Mars line here and a good Venus and upper Mars. These are the two combination can give excellent house, like, you know, very, very rich and very luxurious house. Now coming back to the Mars energies, like if you don't have this line over here like this, if you don't have this line at all, and if you have like a upper Mars line like this, that also indicates a very good physical strength. You will be very courageous. If you have the upper Mars, then all the Mars related positive things will happen with you. Good adventures, you will be very adventurous. You will love bungee jumping, cliff, you would go for hiking in the summers, deep sea diving. You will have that guts, that courage. And Mars as a planet, the Mangal, gives that courage, and no other planet. So a good upper Mars is an indication of good courage. And if there is like lower Mars, like this line as you can see on the screen over here, this could be a problem with like courage or taking risk in life. Such person will never be able to take lot of risk and will always be dependent on others. So very dependent kind of personality it could make over here. And you know what, one of the very terrible sign which I have seen so far is this lower Mars touching the lifeline, and one big stress line or the Rahu line coming in from here and crossing all your primary lines, your heart line, your head line, your lifeline, and also cutting the lower Mars. So Rahu, which is over here, Rahu and lower Mars, if there is a connection between these two planetary energies, it can cause severe addiction. Could be like drugs addiction, or could be very severe addiction too, leading into tendencies or a very severe, very terrible mental health issue. So Rahu exaggerates the thing, and if it's coming to the lower Mars means that the person could get inclined into some bad habits. Could be smoking, could be like marijuana, could be drinking habits or drugs. And Rahu meeting over there exaggerates, makes it a big deal of the life. It can put the personality, it can put the person really down. So we have to be very careful with this combination. Could be deadly combination in anyone's palm. I hope you don't have this sign. Please do check and comment below and type no, I don't have the addiction line. If you have, then maybe I have to reply back to you and give you some good solid remedies and solid guidance on how you can improve it. One way by which you can improve this lower Mars is very practical way to improve this. How can you manage your anger is by breathing exercises. What I mean over here is like if you get into like yoga or like meditation, or if you have like a cross X over here and a lower Mars, then definitely spiritual path is going to be very good for you, and you would get the benefits out of, you will see the improvements out of spiritual path, guys. So yeah, one very solid technique is for a lower Mars is you have to get into meditation, breathing exercises, and also connect with the nature. Connecting with the nature, because this line can make you a little lazy to step out, go out in the nature and meet friends outdoors, socializing and all goes really down with a lower Mars. But you have to keep yourself motivated and move out, and that's how you can see how the nature has the power to heal everything. In fact, heal you also. Nature can heal everything. During when the COVID hit, everything was shut. There was no traffic, no cars on the road. Nature was so kind, so powerful that it healed the ozone layer of Earth. Have you heard about this? So nature can heal like everything, even you. So believe in that and definitely move like in a positive way, and certainly things will be very good with you, is what I feel. Now, one good thing about this upper Mars line over here touching your headline is a very good indication that the upper Mars is giving signals to your mind, to your brain, that use this physical body of yours in the right direction. your physical activities will be very much aligned with your karma. The karma comes from the soul level, from the universe, and you are in a physical body. Or you can understand you are a physical body and your karma is your soul, which is within your body. Now, upper Mars touching the headline could be a solid indication of the physical activities is very much aligned with the karmic soul level activities too, which means whatever activities you will do in life, like you're traveling for work, or you are migrating, or you're running some errands, or you're using your physical capacity in your day-to-day work, those will be very good. And specifically sports, people who are into outdoor sports, soccer, baseball, cricket, hockey, name any kind of rugby, any kind of outdoor sports, they need the physical capacity to be very strong, and only the top level sports person would have this upper Mars sign. And you can check this in your kids, in your children's hand. If they have a very good Mars, if they have very good Venus, if they have very good line of Sun, then they are going to be very dominating and very powerful in any sports, any outdoor sports too. So and you can motivate them. Who knows, they could be the next Ronaldo of the world. Who knows, they could be the next Virat Kohli or Sachin Tendulkar of the world. So the chances are there that you can make your kid David Beckham, or the best of the best sports person from the world. So these were all a great indication of Mars, the upper Mars and the lower Mars in your palm. And this lower Mars over here, if you have like multiple lines, then it could be indication that you are getting frustration and anger in some installments, or they're like phases in which you get anger or frustrated. But if you have like just one line like this is like a very angry personality, stable angry personality. Some of us are like very stable in our angry personality. One line could be like stable, and multiple lines could be even more problem. One line is still okay, you can balance it, you can increase or decrease the degree of frustration, but multiple lines is you are not under your own physical control. Like someone is controlling your health or your mind over there, and this could have a little impact on the physical health side too. So it's best to keep your diet all good. Lower Mars means Mars is fire, so lower Mars means like lots of fire. When there's like Agni Tattva or Pitta dosh as per the Ayurveda, then you need water. So water intake is like very important with this sign. So increase that and see some of the changes. So breathing exercise, connecting with the nature, water, nature, all these things have certain considerable impacts in your life. Hit the like button, let me know if you have watched this video, and share this video with your friends too. Let's say if you or your friends have this sign of lower Mars in your hand, and please do comment below and let me know if you have any questions, if you have these signs, and I will be waiting for your comments right below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really appreciate you guys, like great audience, and always really supported all my previous work and videos. I'll see you tomorrow with another new video on astrology or palmistry. Till that time, take care, keep doing the right karma. Goodbye.